So what time of the year do you make maple syrup?
Maple syrup is made from the middle of February to the end of March. We need warm days and cold nights for the sap to run. It's got to be like 45 degrees in the daytime, but it's got to be 20 degrees at night. Then back up to 45 and then back down to 20. Now, it doesn't happen every day in that 6-week period. So only maybe 10, 15 days out of a 6-week period is the only time when the sap runs.
So we're kind of wrapping up the season right now.
Yep, season's pretty much over. We're not having any freezing nights this time of year, so season's pretty much over. It's time to take the buckets down.
How much sap does it take to make a gallon of maple syrup?
We tap only sugar maple trees. It takes 40 gallons of sap from sugar maple trees to make 1 gallon of syrup. Silver maples and Norway maples also make maple syrup, but it takes about 60 gallons of sap from them. And swamp maples, which are the most abundant maple tree in Rhode Island because they grow in swamps, takes about 120 gallons of sap to make from a swamp maple.
Oh, so it's not just sugar maples. You can use all kinds of
Any maple tree will
maples.
make maple syrup.
How far in do you put the tap on the tree?
We have to drill a new hole every year. We drill a 7/16 diameter hole, only about 2 inches deep into the tree. The tree being a living thing, we get the most amount of sap right after we drill the hole. The trees being a living thing, if you were to cut your finger, you bleed the most right after you cut yourself. But in a little direct pressure and you stop bleeding after a little bit. After a week or so you get a scab. That's why the maple syrup season only lasts 6 weeks. It takes 6 weeks for the tree to get a scab. And some people say, well, why don't you just ream out the hole? The season will last longer. Well, you know that if you pick your scab, you don't heal right, and the tree wouldn't heal right if we were to ream out the hole either.
So, can you tell me what's going on here?
Everything's good. We started sugaring this year the 8th of January, a month early. The weather conditions have been so good that we started early and we've gone right through. And actually today's the last day. It's almost been a 90-day stretch, which is very unusual.
What are the conditions that you like to see?
We like to see a 20-degree night and a 40-degree day, consecutive. That's what we like to see. And we've had numerous days like that. Actually, the last 2 weeks we've had perfect conditions. So it's been excellent.
So how much maple syrup did you make this year?
Well, we're at about 280 gallons right now. Compared to last year at roughly 60.
So you got 5 times more.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, it's remarkable. We put in a new tubing system on about a third of our taps, which is all vacuum. So it does produce, a lot more sap than the conventional way we've done it for years. So that certainly has helped. The weather conditions have been in favor too. And 280 gallons of syrup. We boiled over 20,000 gallons of sap.
Wow.
So the sugar content's a little lower than what we would like to see, but that's just the way it is.
What is it, about 40 to 1?
It's actually running about 63 to 1.
63?
Yep.
Wow.
For us, it is.
What kind of maple trees?
We use primarily Norway maple. Every day, and it runs, and then we boil it into syrup before we leave. So this evaporator right now is evaporating approximately 150 gallons of water an hour. With the rate roughly 63 to 1, we're making a little over 2 gallons of syrup an hour. And we'll do that all day long until all the sap we've gathered is evaporated.
Yes, this is a 2x6 evaporator. It's 2 foot wide, 6 feet long. It's got a 2x3 flue pan and a 2x3 syrup pan. This is a 2x3 steam away. This is an add-on that helps us to evaporate the sap even quicker. Almost doubled our production. Just the evaporator alone was boiling around 25 gallons an hour. Now we're doing, when we added the steam away, we're doing somewhere around 40 to 42 gallons an hour now, evaporation, just by adding this piece of equipment.
How much have you got now?
We're over 300, and we're looking to add another 100 or two next year.
Do you use buckets or do you use the lines?
We do everything. We have the galvanized buckets that we use out in public view. We have sap sacks.
What's a sap sack?
It's a blue bag. You can see one out on a tree out in front. It's just a blue bag that with a holder. It collects sap. I like them because I can look and see from here all the way across the street and see if there's sap in it and whether I have to go and collect. Whereas the buckets I can't see, so we have to actually physically go look at them. And we also have a tubing line of almost 100 taps on that.
Oh. Tell me about the Maple Syrup Association.
The Maple Association. We just started that in November. We had our first initial meeting. We have about 16, I think we're up to about 16 people who make sugar, make syrup, as members. There's a core group of about 5 or 6 of us that got together starting last summer and to get the thing put together, and we finally got it up and running. It's coming up is, and they want to standardize the maple syrup industry to 4 grades of maple syrup. The 4 grades are first the golden maple syrup with a delicate taste, and then the amber maple syrup with a rich taste, a dark maple syrup with a robust taste, and then very dark maple syrup with a strong taste. Those are the 4 grades of syrup. So,
In an airtight container, the syrup is good for years. It's like wine. You don't have to open it. It's perfectly fine to. There's no preservatives in maple syrup. So once you do open a bottle,